Good morning, everybody. Pastor Roger here, checking in with everybody on a bright, looks like it's going to be a nice, sunshiny Tuesday morning. And it is 10 o'clock perk time. Okay, I'm a couple minutes late. So let's just say 10:02 coffee perk time. But anyway, it is good to see you today. For me, it's just good to be seen. And here we are. So I have folks that I have invited, and if you would like to join us on the perk today, just go down and click on the um, link that is on the bottom. I guess I need to put that on there for you.
Okay.
Good morning. Okay, so let me put that link on there for you if you want to join me live. Now, if you are a brave soul, you can join me live by clicking that link. I just put the link on there, and so it should be on there. Let me kind of pin it to the bottom, and it says watch. Let's see. It says Roger Locklear, StreamYard.com, and that's what you hit where the pin is, and you can join me here live on the perk. 10 o'clock perk. Pastor Al he doesn't want us to leave out the perk part, the 10 o'clock part rather. So if you want to comment, there's a place to comment. And I'd like to take a couple minutes when we first start to start inviting my friends. And you can do that by going on the bottom of your Facebook there and start inviting your friends in. So let's do that. I hope I got a notification while I was talking to you. So let's get some friends in here to join us. And if you are watching, and I got this new microphone, everybody. Pastor Al got a new one. But if you are watching, we would like to invite you to be our guest technician. So if the microphone is sounding good this morning, if you can give me a thumbs up, gosh, I would sure appreciate it. And if it's better, you can give me a thumbs up. If it's lousy, give me a thumbs down. You can let me know somehow or another what it's doing. So nobody's commenting. Oh, thumbs up. Everybody's giving me the heart. So that means the microphone is a hit, and it's good and loud and clear. Pastor Al got one for his broadcast. I got one, and of course, Pastor Scott. So we thank God to have this. Mary Jane, it's so good to be seen. And everybody, I don't know if everybody knows, I had a little bit of a rough weekend, and we just don't need to, dig into all of that. But I had a reaction to seafood, ended up in the hospital for a little bit, and I'm back. Yay! What the devil meant for bad, the Lord turned for good, because I met some nice people in a hospital in Pennsylvania somewhere. Couldn't tell you where the hospital was at, but I was there. So anyway, we're going to have some conversation. I want some of you guys that normally join us to come on in and hit that link at the bottom of the page there. At the bottom, if you're on Facebook, at the bottom of the page, you can hit that link and you can join me live. Patty, hey, Patty. You can join me live. My wife just come on. Look at that. Diane Frommeyer, my normal host, and she's hostess, and she's being quiet. She's not coming on. But you can join me if you want to, folks, this morning. There's Denise. Hey, Denise. Also, those of you that have been watching my Facebook page, I am on a healthy living program. And if you're interested in that, you can talk to me, because I just want to see people get healthy. I need to get healthy. Lord knows we need to be healthy. I think God wants us to be healthy. Whether you prosper and be in health. That's what the scripture says. And so let's get healthy. Contact me. I'll tell you about it. But anyway, people are watching and I'm just talking away and nobody's coming in. So I guess I'm going to read my little devotion that I had prepared for you this morning. Denise, I'm feeling fantastic. The bags are gone from under the eyes and I'm doing well. God brought me back. He kept me here for a reason, to antagonize all of you folks at Coffee Perk on Tuesday morning. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Am I antagonizing you? But anyway, I hope you join us. I hit a few invitations there. There's Robin. Hey, Robin, good morning. And say good morning to all your family there at Christian Fellowship. And I want to read a little devotional. It's about forgiveness. And Lord knows we need forgiveness. How can we stand at the foot of the cross and ask Jesus to forgive us if we can't forgive others? But this little passage that I want to read to you this morning before I invite people to talk talks about forgiveness in a whole different perspective. And so let me read this. Forgiveness is not in our ability. No matter how hard you want to work at forgiving people, it's not in our ability. We need the help of God. Listen to this. Let me read this. Above all else, remember that true forgiveness depends on God's grace. If you try yourself to forgive on your own, you are in for a long and frustrating battle. But if you ask God to change your heart and you continually rely on his grace, you can forgive even the most painful offenses. God's grace was powerfully displayed in the life of Corrie ten Boom. We all remember Corrie ten Boom. That's been around the church for a while. A great woman of God who had been imprisoned with her family by the Nazis for giving aid to Jews early in World War II. Her elderly father and beloved sister Betsy died as a result of the brutal treatment they received in prison. God sustained Corrie through her time in a concentration camp. And after the war, she traveled throughout the world, testifying to God's love. Here is what she wrote about the remarkable encounter in Germany. Now, listen to this. Most of you have read about her. I've read about Corrie, her devotion books. She had all kinds of stuff. Hey, Sharon, Danny Ransom. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us. It was at a church service in Munich that I saw him, Corrie writes. The former SS man who had stood guard at the shower room in the process center at Ravensbrück. He was the first of our actual jailers that I had seen since that time. And suddenly it was all there. The room full of mocking men, the heaps of clothing, Betsy's pain, blanched face. He came up to me as the church was emptying, beaming and bowing. How grateful I am for your message, Fräulein, he said. To think that, as you say, he washed my sins away. His hand was thrust out to shake mine, and I, who had preached so often to the people in Bloemendaal about the need to forgive, kept my hand at my side. Even as the angry, vengeful thoughts boiled through me, I saw the sin of them. Jesus Christ had died for this man. Was I going to ask for more? Lord Jesus, I prayed, forgive me and help me to forgive him. I tried to smile. I struggled to raise my hand. I could not. I felt nothing, not the slightest spark of warmth or charity. And so again, I breathed a silent prayer. Jesus, I cannot forgive him. Give me your forgiveness. As I took his hand, the most incredible thing happened. From my shoulder, along my arm, and through my hand, a current seemed to pass from me to him, while into my heart sprang a love for the stranger that almost overwhelmed me. So I discovered that it is not on our forgiveness any more than on our goodness that the world's healing hinges, but on him. When he tells us to love our enemies, he gives, along with the command, the love itself. What an amazing story with Corey Ten Boom, that our forgiveness for others is totally based on the love of God towards us. And what a wonderful thought, because we cannot do these things on our own. We cannot uh, forgive others when we have not been forgiven by Christ. And when we have been forgiven by Christ, then and only then are we able to forgive others. And that's a great story this morning. And I'm going to let you guys come on. Diane's with me. Nobody else is joining. Everybody else is scared. I know Sharon Bridge. That's good to see you. I know you won't come on and join me. I'll leave it at that. Sharon, let's see, Shirley, you can join us. And Denise, Robin, Chris Green, why don't you guys hit that link down there at the bottom and join us? Hit it where it says my name at the bottom. It's pinned there. I do have a guest, and I'm going to bring her on because she's been sitting in that back room. Hey.
Hello. It's so good to see you.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, any day above dirt's a good day. So I'm here.
Yes. Praise the Lord. I'm so glad.
God is good. Yes. I'm here. And I will be back at the office at 12 o'clock to antagonize your life. Yes, as I usually do.
Okay.
Nothing new. Nothing new. How does my new microphone sound? Does it sound pretty good this morning?
It sounds great. Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I can hear you. We're on a little bit of a delay like they do on television. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's doing that on Facebook, but I'm not watching Facebook. You look bright this morning. You must have been up chasing devils this morning.
No. Maybe because I'm at the office.
Oh, you're already there. Oh, okay. Well, don't tell nobody.
I'm already here working.
Oh, slaving away for Jesus. I know how that goes. Do you have you don't drink coffee? Yeah, you do.
Yes, I do. I didn't make it. I had a cup at home, but I didn't make it for the office yet.
Oh, okay. Well, if people come down and see you, they can get a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah.
And maybe put them to
work.
Come
on down.
And maybe put them to work. You know me. That's what I do best.
Oh, yeah.
What's that word? I delegate. I'm going to put some announcements and stuff on here while we talk. And evidently, Sister Di, nobody wants to talk to us this morning. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
everybody. Shirley Purdy.
Come on. Come on.
Go ahead and talk to her for a minute. Go ahead and talk to her. Get on.
Come on, Shirley.
Oh, you'll be really good at broadcasting there, Diane. I'll tell you, you got a future in it.
Oh.
You got to keep talking. No downtime. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put some announcements on there.
Okay. Good.
So you want to tell the announcements?
Don't forget to call in today to reserve your box lunch for Sunday. Sunday's almost here, people.
That's right. Now they're calling for nice weather.
Hot.
It's going to be hot. We're going to have tents, and I'm going to go and check the weather. I'll do the weatherman right now while you continue to talk. I'm going to find it. Let's see. Well, it looks like they've changed it. Oh boy, that don't look good. Well,
yeah, but you can't go by that.
Yeah.
This is only Tuesday. A lot can happen between now and Sunday.
Well, you're exactly right, because just yesterday, the weather said that Sunday was going to be 91 and sunny. Now it says 84. It's dropped out.
We'll take the 84.
Pardon me?
We'll take the 84.
Oh, we'll definitely take the 84 over the 91 for sure, especially in Maryland with the humidity we have. And then it says, I guess that little cloud with the thunder thing coming down means scattered showers. I don't know. I'm not gonna be the bearer of good news. I'm just gonna believe it's gonna be a cloud with a little sunshine coming out from behind it. That's what we want. So that's what Sunday looks like, and we'll just get off of that thought and move on because, as you said, it can change as the week progresses. And I talked with Brother Rick Bridge last night, and we were talking about arrangements for tables for the lunch to come out and the stage and the tents and all that stuff. And he said, well, let's just make determinations as the week goes on because things can change. Because we were talking about the weather. Let me see who all's on here. Shirley said I'm in bed. Shirley, get out of bed. You got at least another 40. You got at least 30, 40 minutes to comb your hair and get on your camera. We'd love to see you. I'm just picking at you. If you don't want to get out of bed, stay in bed. When are we going to have? I do not know. Denise is asking, when are we going to have Coffee Perk in person? In other words, back in the room. That is yet to remain to be seen. We just got to get Sunday going.
Yes.
And we haven't even thought about Bible studies and all that stuff because that's a little bit close. We are watching the news, and they are saying that there's people are getting too brave, and we don't want to get brave. We don't want to get brave. We don't. Nobody's sick, and so we're going to start with Sunday outdoors, and then we're going to start with Sunday the following week. So, yes, Jerry Elder, tell Jerry Elder to come on. Pastor Allen just sent me a text message. And I would love to have Jerry Elder. Jerry, if you're watching, just hit that link at the bottom. And Diane, we may just have to move and let him preach. Who knows?
That's fine.
He's a preaching machine. And we love Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Come on. There's Ronnie Messick, good friend of mine, sings in a gospel group. And love to have him. Maybe we can have him for an outdoor concert like we did before.
Sam can set that up.
Sam
can set that up for the outdoor concert.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell everybody who's making the box lunches.
The seniors, Sam.
So you're safe. It's going to be a bunch of women that know how to cook, guys. It ain't a bunch of kids or me or somebody that can just slap a piece of meat on a piece of bread, okay? So you're going to get a nice lunch. You want to tell them, or you just want to surprise them?
Surprise them.
Surprise them. Okay. You just come. It's free anyway. So even if it is a piece of meat that's slapped on a sandwich, it's free. But it's going to be good. The SAM, Senior Adult Ministry of the CFC. Man, we are really into those, what do you call it? What do you call those things? SAMs and CFCs? Acronyms? Yeah, acronyms.
Yeah.
So we're in the acronyms. So SAM at CFC. Anybody here hears that doesn't go to the church has no idea what that means.
No.
That's
where Ministry Monday comes in.
That's right. And we had a good one last night. The men's leader didn't show up. So thank God for Pastor Scott. He was able to tell you everything you needed to know. And I think there's going to be an unusual guest next Monday night. I'm not going to tell who it is. You can just guess. I'm trying not to rub my nose today. I always rub my nose.
Mm-hmm.
You ever have those idiosyncrasies? Yes. I'm trying to be aware of that.
Tissue.
Well,
grab a tissue.
It's really not a running thing. There's nothing going on. It's a nervous.
It's a habit.
It's a habit. Do you have anything like that? Like some people sit and do this with their fingers. My mother used to do that, and she used to do this, and just sit. You'd see her doing that. So it's a nervous fixation, is what it is, or it's just it's just a habit. Like you said, it's really not nerves. Linda, you are watching, and you are not here. How dare you? How double dare you? How double dare you? Pastor Al, can you send that link to Jerry Elder? We're waiting on him because we want to hear a word from the evangelist. Hey, Sister Jane, good morning. Go ahead and say your good mornings, Diane.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sister Jane.
Yeah, and let's see. I'm trying to look back because I like to call people out. Mary Jane said, hi, Sister
Hi,
Diane.
Mary Jane.
Let's see. And they're all talking to each other. Chris Green sounds good. I mean, that's the good thing about this, is it brings us together. Everybody can talk together. I'm not sure how many people we got on here. Let me look on my comments here. I have a comment thing on here. Oh, okay, there it is. This is Pastor Allen. Hi, everybody. Pastor Allen said, "Hey, everybody."
Hello, Pastor Allen.
I often invite him to come on and be with us, but
I know, and he never comes.
well, because he comes on at 1, and he's doing his thing, and he doesn't want to be overexposed. It's kind of like laying in the sun, and laying out there too long, you get burned.
Well, he could pop in and pop out.
Well, he could. He probably hasn't brushed his hair.
Just so we.
I haven't brushed my hair either.
Nah. Oh, that's too funny.
Well, come on. I mean, it is what it is. Did you hear my talk about forgiveness?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think about Corrie ten Boom?
Wow. That was very good.
She was a powerful woman. Did you ever read any of her books?
I started to read one, and then I don't know what happened, but you know how books get put down and get picked back up.
Yeah, I've done a ton of them in my life. But Corrie ten Boom, I read some of her stories. She read a lot of books, and she was a gifted writer and a gifted speaker, and she really did speak to us in the time. She lived a long time. I think she was like 98 or something.
Wow.
And she really spoke to our generation. And I remember I remember hearing her on like what was that, Focus on the Family programs. Those kind of programs. I remember hearing her on the radio a lot, and of course she was on television. I'm trying to watch the people that's talking to us. We might get some knowledge about the great Bishop Elder coming on. I'm hoping he'll join us. I don't see a window. What I'm going to do, if you'll talk a minute, I'm going to send him a text message.
Okay.
From me. Talk. No dead time.
Oh, why don't? Okay. Okay.
Dead time.
I don't know how to talk to nobody.
Now in the office, you talk my ear off.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh! I hit.
I'm going to be silent today. I'm going to be silent today.
As the Bible says, for the women to be silent in the church.
Oh. That out of context.
Oh, did I go? The thing is, I took a chance of going there because for the simple reason, this room is full of women. There's not too many men listening right now. So I just sent Jerry a private message, and Linda Kramer, how dare you? How dare you, Linda? I know you're sitting on that porch.
What's wrong with you? Come on.
And I just sent her one, and I'm going to send Yvonne one. My team, the team is not together today, and it kind of disturbs me. But it's okay because everybody should have time off. But there are some people that are watching that could come on and join us. I put the link at the bottom of the page. I'm going to do it again. It's pinned to the bottom of the page, but I'm going to paste it again. All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, cowboys and Indians, and even your cat and dog, is hit the link. Come in. Talk to us. It's Coffee Perk. Wake me up when they get
No,
here.
not coffee sleep. Not coffee sleep. Okay. Coffee Perk.
Coffee Perk. And that's what it does. I got mine right here. See, I even, like I say every week, I have to get a cup with my name on it to remind me who I am at this ripe and tender age. You can forget some very important things in life.
Pardon me?
Like how to get to work, what shoe goes on the left and what shoe goes on the right.
Oh, boy. That's pretty bad.
I tell you. Now Linda is they're posting notes here. Let me see what they're saying.
Oh.
She's probably telling me off. Y'all are doing a fine job. See what I tell you, Linda? You are the star here, and you're not here. Something is wrong. Oh, and Denise, she said her mic's not working. Good excuse, Denise. Good excuse. And Dave Evans is trying to call me. Can somebody tell him I'm live right now? Dave, if you're, I don't think Dave watches. I'll call him back. See here, Dave is calling. Look, Dave is calling. Dave is calling. I'll show everybody. Where's that camera? There it is. Can you see it now?
Oh,
Dave
yeah.
Evans. Dave is calling. And look, I'm ignoring him. Oh, look who just showed up. Look who showed up here.
Oh,
My
hi,
handsome
Timberland.
grandson. He's halfway in the picture. Here, sit up so I can see your handsomeness. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, what are you eating?
Good morning.
Are you eating? Oh, he's eating his muffins. He has those little bag muffins, you know. So, yeah, that's him. Oh, you're off the picture, bud. You're not even in the picture.
No,
no, there he is. There he is.
It's
We see his eyes.
It's glitching.
Is it good?
Who's up?
It's like what I'm doing.
Linda Kramer said, "Hey, Chame." And everybody, nobody wants to come on but me. So it's the Diane and Roger show. And now Chamberlain.
Hey.
Chamberlain, tell everybody where you're going in about a half an hour.
To go fishing.
Fishing?
Going
what
fishing.
You gonna catch?
I heard it.
You're nervous.
I heard her saying going fishing.
Yep, he heard you, even out of the headphones. Yep, he's going fishing. Yes, he does, Linda. He loves those muffins. He's going fishing with Uncle Steve. And this is his second time in the last one. My niece Missy, her husband Steve. You've probably seen mail outs to her. Chessie, are you there? She said she don't know how to get on. Chessie, there's a link at the bottom of the comments. Just hit it and come in. What?
I've been fishing before.
I know you've been fishing several times. He's gone. He did his debut and he left us. Anyway, so no, Dave Evans left me a voicemail. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on with my life. Courtney, everybody can hear you. I got a strong mic today. Did you just hear Courtney?
Yes.
Yes, it's strong, so it's not in the headphones anymore. Oh,
excuse me, I have to answer the phone.
That's God calling. If I know that phone, like I know it's a spam call. Oh, it's Dave.
Good.
Let's see. I love going fishing with my daddy when I was little. Oh, Linda, that's nice. Chamberlain's been with me. He's been fishing with me. So we went a couple weeks ago. Of course, I don't have a license yet, so I have to let him. Let me mute Diane for a minute. I have to let him fish and stand and watch, because if I hold a fishing line, you know what's going to happen to me, and the game warden comes up. I'm going to a prison ministry. Some of you might be happy that would be happening. So anyway, let me throw out a couple announcements. Pastor Al and Pastor Jane will be here at 1 o'clock today, of course, as usual, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock. Join them for the devotions and a time of prayer. It's a wonderful time. I want to invite you to that. And then, of course, tomorrow night is Bible study at 7 o'clock. But we're doing something different this week. We're going to join a prayer ministry at a church online. It will not be me. It will be the Christ the Rock Church of God in Tennessee, and a very dear pastor friend of mine is there, and he has invited I'm just checking on Diane, see if she's back. He has invited us to join them for a cyber prayer meeting. They're going to be praying. Pastor Al and I may show up praying on there with them via internet. And that'll be tomorrow night at 7:00. You come right back here. You'll find the link. We'll send out the link to all of our announcements, and it'll be on the Christian Fellowship page. So we want you to go hit that link at 7:00. Christ the Rock Church of God with Pastor Steve Gardner, a very precious pastor friend of mine, man of God. He'll be leading that, and you'll want to be a part of that. I think it's unique. Joining another church 700 miles away for a time of prayer. What an awesome opportunity that is. We'll be praying in 2 different states, joining each other together. So make sure you join us for that for tomorrow night. And then Thursday night is the family devotions with the Catlett family, and we want you to join them. Join them. It's a precious time to come together. There's Diane back. I'm making the announcements. I took you away because you were very loud, and I didn't want nobody to know your conversation.
Well, you were very loud.
Well, I was holding the fort here, while you left me in the middle of the battle. Thank you very much. I didn't want people to hear the conversation. I didn't know what it was about. Okay. So I'm making announcements. And so Friday night we have youth cyber, but now the youth are back. So they came back together on Friday night at the church, 7:00. If you want, go ahead and join Mary and Jake on Friday night, and give them a call if you want to find out more about that. And then let's see, Saturday is prayer and praise on Facebook, and it's a page that we keep pinned to the top where everybody can put their prayer requests rather, and then you can also put your praise if the Lord answered a prayer, what he's doing in your life. It's a great time. I get on there and I brag on Jesus every week, and then I put my prayer request, and then of course Sunday morning 9:30 a.m. Pastor Scott, Pastor Stephanie not this week. I have to change that. That's right. We're all coming together this week on Sunday at 11:00. So it's both services coming together for the word, for worship, for food. And then, of course, following the service, we're going to have a little entertainment. So those that want to go, they can leave and go and do their family things if they want. But those that will stay, you stay there with your lawn chair under your canopy, and we're going to have some entertainment, and maybe I'll announce that on Facebook. Watch for announcements. I'll tell you we've got some things lined up, and it's going to be fun. It's going to just be a fun time. We haven't been together, so it'd be nice to hang out, right? And so join us for that. And I think I've covered it all. At 1:00 on Sunday, the children's church, Danielle with the kids' church, that'll be at 1:00 right here on Facebook. She'll sneak off somewhere while we're doing all that fun or record it or whatever. And at 1:00, if you're not at church, you can have your kids watch children's church. She may even have it playing out there. I don't know. Who knows? I only attend church there. I don't know what's going on. Have I covered everything, folks? There's Yvonne. Yvonne, are you coming on? Oh, look, somebody's joined us. Yay. I just saw her in the room. Get ready. And she's in Florida. She left us in Florida. Jessie Bishop. How dare you move to Florida?
Hi. I know, but it's so beautiful here, and the weather is warm.
Well, we're supposed to have 91 Sunday, so we can brag on Sunday, okay?
There you go. And we've had these 91 to temperatures, 95 temperatures now for like about a month.
Brag, and brag again. Let's see. Yvonne,
how are you feeling?
And do you know Diane, the church secretary that's sitting there next to you? Do you know her?
Yes.
Okay, Diane, you know Jessie.
Yes, hi, Jessie.
So
yeah, we know each other. I switched out with her.
Go ahead. I think you might need to. There's some noise with your microphone. Can you turn your down just a teeny bit? Anyway, and Linda Kramer said hello. I want to tell you that.
Hello.
Denise Moats, still on that. You go, girl. But anyway, so you look good.
Thanks. Nice and tan.
Nice and tan, swimming in the pool every day.
Oh no, we just prefer to go to the beach.
Oh,
we're only about 35 minutes from the beach.
You like rubbing it in, don't you, Jesse?
I would too.
No, I used to swim out with Diane when we were doing the angel tree.
Oh yeah. We sure did. Yeah. We missed you this year, by the way.
I so did too. I seen you were talking to, about Connie and the other one the other day.
Peggy was on with us. Peggy.
I remember Peggy, Vic, and them from when I was a girl, from like a Sunbeam. We used to have sleepovers at Connie's house, and Peggy would come over and host it.
Really? Now, what corps did you go to? Did you go to Middle
I
River?
started off, yes.
Middle River, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I have a lot of friends there.
I started when they were originally in the city, with the city one. And then they moved from Baltimore City to the new building that they had built in Middle River. And we were the first ones in there when it was finished.
Oh, yeah. I remember when they built it. And I remember there was a older lady that her and her husband ran like this racetrack thing. And anyway, that's, yeah. But anyway, well, we're getting a lot of noise. I don't know what it is. Are you near a machine or something?
Oh, I was outside, so mine was probably from the traffic.
Oh, okay.
We're on like a major road, so with the major road.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you joined us, and I wanna put a challenge to Linda Kramer. Say,
Raven.
Of course.
Oh, good one.
So do you have to fight those Marlins fans and all those people down there when it comes to sports with your Orioles and Ravens paraphernalia?
We actually, because of all the Ravens things, we used to go and watch the Ravens games. And I actually met somebody down here that was from Maryland that were also Ravens fans. So we're all like in a little group together, and we were all cheering and screaming, and we were louder than the whole place together.
So you call it the Ravens Nest?
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad you joined us, and I think I'm gonna have to let you go because the noise is really, really loud.
It's really loud.
And
yeah.
Let's see. Pastor Al just said, I don't know, I'm getting all kind of messages. You know, I get messages on text messaging. Yeah, Pastor Al said it's your microphone. You can't hear it because you're not live. You're not listening live. Let's see, I got some other messages. Okay. Jesse, if you call me back on something else, because it's really, if you go off, you'll hear it. You'll hear the noise when you hear the rebroadcast. That's why I wear headphones, because then we would get the noise. I don't know why. What kind of phone are you on, Jesse? Are you on iPhone?
No, it's an Android.
Well, that's the stove.
Okay, well, Chamberlain came and told me, no, that's the stove. Everybody is a technician, okay? Everybody's a sound man.
All right, anyway, guys. I love you all.
Call me back on something else, or I'm here every Tuesday. Did you hear it? There's a lot of
I watch. Yeah.
It was her mic, yeah, because it just stopped. Did you hear? Could you hear it?
It stopped for a bit, but then it started
going in and out. But I was so glad to see Chessie. Oh, it was so good to see her. And anyway, nobody else wants to join. Erlene just come in, and Erlene, the link is there. If anybody, I'm going to put it back on here one more time. Anybody wants, but we're coming down towards the end here. Me and Diane, we're getting tired of talking with each other. Let me see here. The link is there if they want to join. The link is there.
Yeah, right.
If you want to come in for a minute. Sound is still bad. Don't think it's Chessie. Well, the sound is good for me. You're probably getting a lot of sound from my house. Uh-oh. I went in and went out, didn't I?
Yes.
That was me. I don't know what happened there. So you almost went solo, honey.
Oh no, please.
You've done that. You've done that, haven't you?
I tried, but
hey, you never know what's going to happen live.
That's true.
Erlene said, I am a mess. Well, Erlene, that's nothing new.
Well, we're glad you're a mess. We are. Better to have you a mess than not have you.
That's right. Tell her. And then Linda said, I have to say, you look and sound so much better than Saturday. Thank you, Linda.
Oh.
Linda was on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, give me the drum roll, please. We have a very special guest that's come into the green room, and I present to you the fabulous Yvonne.
Not that fabulous.
Come on, you're fabulous in my book. And I have a very, very important book. How you doing?
Pretty good. Hanging in there.
Your mic is good. You sound good. You look good. You are good. You are good all the time. Okay.
Not all the time.
I'm just glad to see everybody. I spent 24 hours in an unknown hospital. Listen, I had no idea where I was at. It was like being in another country because they dropped me off because your family can't go in with you. So we went to the ambulance entrance, and the woman told me I heard her holler. I couldn't see because my eyes was closed up, and she said, "Stand back." I felt like she was getting ready to shoot me or something, and I said, "I need help. I'm dying." I couldn't hardly talk, so I backed up, and they opened the doors, and they got me in. They wouldn't let Mickey come in, of course. And here I'm gone from everybody. They're all sitting there watching me go in. And so I'm in this hospital. I have no idea what's the name of the hospital, what town I'm in. I thought I was in New Jersey, but we were in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
So it was crazy. And then after the eyes opened up a little bit the next day and all that stuff, I was able to see that I was in Kozer. But let me tell you about the hospital. And the nurse told me on my way out, he said, this hospital has history. He said, there's a college right here. It's where Martin Luther King went. And the old administration building has a section that has been deemed a museum to him because he studied in that building. Isn't that crazy? So if you tell me John Hopkins or, Mayo Clinic, then we'd understand something that big.
Right.
But just these little places, you never kind of like the old saying, George Washington slept here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you're still among the living.
I'm here.
Yes.
And I'm going to kick butt to the devil because he's a liar and he's trying to stop me. But you know what? I thought I was dying. I'm not trying to dramatize it. But my throat closed, my heart, they watched my heart, my oxygen dropped to 60 something.
Ooh.
And so that's what caused the heart hurt. And so, but I didn't have any EPIs. That was my fault. I didn't take any with me.
One time, right?
The one.
Away from home, you should.
You never know. We stopped at a pit beef stand, restaurant. It was a pit beef, but it was in a little strip, and they cross-contaminated shrimp. It was the only thing I ate.
Yeah, because they had to have used some utensil that was in contact with seafood.
That's exactly what they did.
Because it's the only way that could have happened.
And that is exactly what happened. Because I'm on this healthy living thing, and I have. Are you ready? Give me a drum roll. I weighed yesterday, which I wasn't supposed to until Wednesday. I have lost 31 pounds in 20 days.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Congratulations!
And I'm getting out of the chair so much better. So, Diane, I'm going to be up and in and out more than you coming in and out waiting on me. So, any news in the Yvonne family? I mean, anything happening?
Well, yesterday was my 40th wedding anniversary.
Well, congratulations. And that poor man.
I know.
I mean,
I know. Like I say, well, I didn't put it on Facebook or anything, but it's like, I don't know, to celebrate or just to commiserate. You know what I'm saying?
You're a mess. You are a mess.
But well, anyway, it is what it is. And
it is.
And I'm like, well, he's just, he's probably like thinking, I don't know how I survived it.
Did he realize it?
I don't think so. No.
He doesn't even know.
Did you tell him?
No.
So no cake, and the restaurants were open. You could have went out.
No, we never do anything. He never does anything.
Oh,
no. I'm gonna have to talk to
him.
We'll
have to put a firecracker in your hand.
Really?
He what?
Not in 40 years, no.
Well, when you get old, things do kind of change. I mean, I got to give him some credit. You're not buying it, are you? She's not buying it.
It just is. People are different, People are different. But anyway, that's the only thing. And then of course, just trying to survive this world, right now, Facebook, and trying to like really having to control myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Pastor Al and I and Pastor Scott, we have a meeting once a week. Mm-hmm. On this reentry, getting the church back together, and we talked about some of the stuff that's going on Facebook. And Chris Hiles from Church of the Highland hit like on some political commentator. Now, Chris Hiles has a huge, humongous church, thousands, and he hit like on a Fox News. One of their commentators, things that he put on Facebook. And I don't know if you saw the news about it. The city of Mobile went against him because he hit like. That's all he did. He didn't make a comment, he didn't anything, and he hit like. And they had satellite churches in 2 high schools. The schools closed them down. Now those people have nowhere to go to church. And then they had a ministry connected to the health department where they were serviced people from the city, and they had a counseling center and all this. Cut all that off because he hit like. So we have determined that we've got to watch what we say. We don't want to be offensive. We don't want to be trampled on either. But we don't want to be political and
well, I mean, the thing is that you feel like how far should you be silent? I mean, and that's the hard thing to figure out, is to where to be silent, when to say, when to speak, and when not to speak. And I'm trying to be really not to speak a lot,
right?
Positive, but it's hard to be positive when you see danger. When you see danger, you're like, danger.
Right.
There's danger.
It's kind of like if your child wandered out into the street and there was a car coming. You want to holler.
You want to say, look, what's happening? This is what's happening. But then you can find yourself in all these terrible arguments.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want that. That's not the purpose. And so I have like a Facebook moratorium on myself where I'm just not allowed to look at it for a while.
So that's the only way you can survive, is don't look at it.
The only way I can do it is just to tune out.
Right. Well, you know what I do when I see people post just the dumbest things or very, very unbiblical statements. Mm-hmm. I will put maybe a question mark in my comment, or I put the word "really" ? Or something like that. But then sometimes that sucks me in because they come back at me and they say, "What do you mean by that?"
I try to ignore them as much as possible.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's very difficult.
It is.
I'm having a hard time with my, with anger, and I'm having a hard time with with just being depressed
Right.
about what's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
You're
because
right.
I don't want to see the country fall.
No, and we need to be a voice of reason. For example, my example to that is, and this is short, the church was very silent when abortion was pushed in.
Yes.
We were very silent.
And if we had fought back a little bit more, if we had been a little less concerned about being political, it might have went differently. But then I don't know.
You don't know.
Who knows? Because we don't know. God is sovereign, and what happens with His permission. Somehow,
right.
I don't know. I don't know. Are we really? I know that's not my job to change the world. It's God's job to do that.
Right. But he does work through us. But we need to know that it's God working through us and not our selfish ambitions.
Yes.
And we do need to be sensitive to that. Well, I am so glad you came on and brought some civility to these two old people.
Hey.
Well, let me rephrase that. That old one there.
I'm older than you, so.
I'm 62.
I may not be here when you get here.
I'll be nice. I apologize.
I may have to take lunch.
All the rest of the day.
Are you 62, Roger?
I am 62.
Wow. Okay.
October. Well, I better not tell my birthday online because somebody might take it and go shopping or something.
No.
In October. One day in October. Matter of fact, me and Jeff Gillum share the same day.
Oh.
So we wish each other happy birthday every year.
I share my birthday with Julie Kessner.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah. And what month is that?
August.
That's the month I got married in.
Yes. I'll be 64.
All right, Mary Jane said,
I share mine with the youngster.
Who is that?
I share mine with the youngster, Jamie. I'm Matthew.
Maddie.
Brooks.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, okay.
Well, that's a good one to share with.
Yep. And that makes you feel young, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
The only thing you don't share is the year.
Yeah.
You are just full of laughs today.
I wouldn't want to have to start over,
No, me either. You are so right. And you remember that old song we used to sing, I'm too near home to turn back now? Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Who wants to go back through all that?
Oh, no. Not me.
Let me show y'all the book. This is the book that I do my devotions. I have a couple of different books. The Peacemaker, I think I've showed it before. And I don't know if you were on yet. I read a little piece about Corrie ten Boom. You remember Corrie ten Boom?
Mm-hmm.
And about forgiveness. I'm big on forgiveness right now. Maybe
I'll tell you what, she was an incredible woman. She was.
Did she live to be like 98 or 99?
I think so, yeah. I read her book, The Hiding Place. Oh my
gosh.
Greatest. It's like you can't complain.
No.
We can't complain compared to what she went through. We can't complain.
Corrie ten Boom had a real relationship with Jesus.
Yes, she did.
That's the only way that you can forgive. You've seen these people that have gone into prisons and have forgiven people because that person killed their child or whatever. That is true forgiveness. That is true forgiveness on your part with the Lord. Is what I was talking about. Because the only way we can forgive people, because He enables us to forgive people.
Oh, we could not forgive anyone like that without God. No,
that's true. And so Corrie ten Boom was the epitome of that, because she witnessed not only her father and her sister, but she witnessed so many of her people. And she wrote about how they were all treated. I got somebody at the door. We're going to have to kill this broadcast because my grandson's going fishing. And if I don't go to the door, you hear my whole crowd in here. Okay. Because I got a microphone. Hear the microphone.
Okay.
I love you guys. Everybody, we're going to say goodbye. Join us tomorrow night for the prayer meeting at 7:00 right here with the Church on the Rock. Christ the Rock in Tennessee. It's going to be live. We're all going to pray together. Love you.
Love you.
See you soon,
Bye-bye.
Love
guys.
you too.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.